What's up, everybody? Blader92, Leo here. Just wanted to overview a few of Benchblade's products that I have, and then some of the originals Dakota told me that I have. So yeah, probably won't be too long. I just want to run through and just give my insights and how fun it's been to play and use and make some battles and stuff and things that I'm still working on and trying to get better at. But I do have more battles that I plan to get to. Just a lot of things happening in life right now. But so I guess we'll start with Dragoon, obviously. Now, my favorite thing about this, it's legitimately anime accurate. 4 stickers, which you got the weight disc, how it's supposed to be. Granted, it's a little bit lighter, but it's still fun to use and it's still good in battle. This one I do not use. Actually, I have these two plastic ones that I do not use, and also it's the new version of the plastic that he's been using for Dragoon. So these have been really cool, really strong, really fun to use, and these two are specifically just for visual purposes. And then obviously we have the Full Metal Repros, which have been so dope and they look amazing. The sheen is great. They're beautiful in battle. I wasn't gonna use it because I wanted to keep it to view, but I ended up getting a couple more so I can have it just for display. But these have been fun. Dragon MF, which I know he's in the works of making the repro itself and using a different plastic version of it. But again, I think, so this is the first time I've ever had Dragoon MF. I've never had the original, but this has definitely been fun to use in battle. Probably one of my favorite Dragoons now that I've been using, but no matter what, Dragoon Metal Stone will probably always be my top fave. And then we have the steel versions, the full steel. Now these two have been so much fun to use, especially going against full steel with Zeus. This thing is a monster. Let's see if I can take it apart for you guys. And to me, I think the reason why I like his product so much, it is so very innovative for me to see and refreshing to see the passion behind something that you make it just like the originals. All the mechanisms work. You take the core and everything out, put it straight back together, and all the pieces just work how they're supposed to. And have a good launch in battle, man, these things do damage. I think I broke, I don't know how many stadiums already using these things in battles, just trying to mess around and have fun with them. Also, people have been asking if that's paint or something wrong with the dripping. No, that's just from the battle I filmed between Dragon and Zeus. I used the fire, so it kind of just crisped up the stickers. So that's what happened to that. But yeah, these things have been fun. Now, Drasil used to be one of my least favorites, but the way he created it and the new RC style for with the RC balls, this thing has been dope and it's so cool to see in battle. This one's very light just because of the weight disc that I use for it. You know, I could put a heavier one, but I like the way this looks better. And I plan to get the full metal version soon. Hopefully do a battle with that eventually. You know, create the stadium, do what I gotta do. But comparatively to the original, you can see just the difference in how sleek it looks. And I don't know, it's very aesthetically pleasing. You know, the old Drasil is cool, but like he said, they could have done a better job with the RC, and I think this one fits it perfectly for it. Now we'll move on to Driger. All right, so here's the original, right? Which I got that a while back. Never had the real original of the straight line right here. And then we have Benchblade's version. This thing is ridiculously strong. If you get a good launch, man, the recoil with this is amazing. Now this is a different RC. I like the metal tip on it, so I just use that. Still works the same, but it has a better attack because it moves around as opposed to just being a stamina, you know, or balance type rather. And then we have our Donzers. Now Donzer is climbing up to be one of the top faves and almost above Dragoon, but it's neck and neck right now. But this has definitely been cool. I never had the original RC for Donzer, so him be able to recreate this, and now that he's coming out with the repro soon, oh, that's gonna be so sick. It's gonna be fun to use. And I've never had Donzer MF, and this has been pretty cool. Somehow I found the original wing attachment here, but regardless, this is definitely a fun blade to use. Obviously with the wings, not that good in battle. I try to get a good launch. Sometimes it does good, but majority of the time it gets knocked out. Regardless, it's still fun to use. It's still cool to see. And I like this free spinning tip there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's been cool. And then we have our full metal Donzer MS. And I had some things with it outside, so I got a new RC because this one isn't changing correctly. I messed it up, but regardless, this has been fun. This is a cool thing to use. Watching Draon and Donzer MS go at it, full metal in the stadiums, that's been fun to do. And obviously the packaging for the repros, you know, this one came for MS. It's just the attention to detail. You could just tell there's passion behind this creation. Someone who just loved Beyblading as much as I did. You know, he creates it. I'll create the battles that I want to see. So this is a cool thing to do, and to be able to like, you know, work on and having these things at my disposal to use and to play with, and just to make some cool videos that I hope all you guys do enjoy. But Benchblade, I appreciate the work you're doing, man. This is an awesome thing to see. It's definitely making me relive my childhood and bringing up that nostalgia back. And I can tell you're going to be doing great, bigger things with this. And if it keeps getting and growing the way it has been lately, there's no telling what's going to happen with you, man. So I just appreciate your work. I definitely appreciate the passion. Passion recognizes passion. And I hope that, you know, you're receiving all the benefits that you should be. You know, just all the praises that you should be. And I think everyone is enjoying your work, man. So I appreciate the work you put out. And you're just allowing us to have a good time again like we did when we were kids. And it's just even better now, full metal. So, oh, and there's a little danger to full metal because, you know, Beyblading, hardcore sport. But yeah, there's my little review on what I think. And if you guys want me to go more in depth on something or whatever the case may be, but I just wanted to speak my thoughts on what I think of his Beyblades and his creation and what he's doing now. So I can't wait to move forward. I can't wait to get some more battles. And you know what? Eventually, I know I'm going to have Draon and Zeus go neck and neck. That was a fun battle, so I want to create that. And if you think these things, the MS versions, can't do battle against a full metal Beyblade like this, it's so funny because I had a few battles with Dragon and it knocked Zeus right out the ring, which is very surprising to me given the weight and size difference. But I guess it's the power behind the heavy metal system or the hard metal system. So yeah, that's my thoughts, my review. And again, if you guys want something deeper, let me know. If you want me to it'd be a little more intricate on things, but it's just a quick overview of what I think and just having fun with it. All right, so that's it. See you guys.